we often bring on guests to our program to help you get the very best knowledge that there is about. These are the experts in natural medicine. And today we are so lucky to have Michael Schwartz, who is an author, lecturer, and holistic nutritional consultant who is educated in the workings of the mind as it relates to the creation of our own personal physical reality. Working with universal principles, Michael was able to change the course of his life, leading to many benefits and experiences, including founding of his natural supplements company, formerly known as Michael's Naturopathic Programs in 1984, and now known as MNP. Welcome to Holistic Healthline, Michael. Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you, and thank you for having me as a guest this morning.
Well, we want to bring you back because you are like so full of knowledge, and so many people right now are trying to get their lives in order. And because it's the new year, they're done with all the junk food. They're, looking to exercise. They're looking to change their diet. They're looking to, utilize supplements. So that's why we wanted to bring you on, because we know you're the expert in helping people get started with this. But we've also heard that there's a lot of new happenings at Michael's Naturopathic Programs, and we want you to fill us in on what's going on with the company.
Oh, wow. All kinds of good stuff. First, let me address the fact that it is New Year's and everybody has made commitments to themselves to get healthy. The catch-22 is that, commitments, we easily get distracted, and that's the catch-22. And then once you get distracted, it's like you break your fixation and you break your habit. So it's like, you make a commitment to get healthy, so you go to the gym 3 times a week. Well, one day you miss it, the next week you only go twice, the next week only once, and before you know it, the gym is gone. So the first thing is, in terms of New Year's, commit to yourself to be healthy and be aware of the distractions. And that's what's going on at the company from a different point of view. I'm really looking at everything and seeing where distractions are and what's taking us, what could distract us from moving off track. One of the things I am doing this coming year is going to build more on our herbal components. So we're doing that. We've introduced some CBDs into the marketplace. Although I think my approach with CBDs is a lot different than everybody else's. I don't see it as the panacea that everybody sees it as. To me, the CBDs are really more of a facilitator, because the truth of healing is that it requires vitamins and minerals, period. Herbs are nice, food is essential, but when it comes to rebalancing the body, you need to have meaningful amounts of vitamins and minerals.
Now, when you talk about vitamins and minerals, everybody's going out to Walmart or their grocery store, and they're going, okay, well, there's a bottle of vitamins, and it says on it, this is recommended by most doctors. Let's hear the truth about some of these products.
Well, first off, so much of the stuff that's sold in Walmart, Target, and, all these other low-end places, you get what you pay for, period. Now, there's also a philosophy that the more it costs, the better it is. That's not necessarily true either. That's just playing on people's perceptions of reality, which is not reality. So what you need to look for in a multiple vitamin, if that's all you're going to do is do a multiple vitamin, one, you want to buy it in a legitimate, independent health food store. Why? Because you're going to have a product that will deliver what it says. However, there's always catches and things. I would say look for high-potency products. I'm not a fan of the food-bound, food-grown, food-enhanced kind of products, because as a facilitator of healing, my reputation was built on you either get results or you don't. Either I know what I'm doing or I don't. Even with my products today, I guarantee you'll get a result within 3 weeks or you get your money back. It's really that simple. You either know what you're doing or you don't.
And
so it's the same thing with products.
We find the same thing in our practice, that we get credit for products like, MNP from MNP, because your high quality is what's helping people get healthy and well, as opposed to, let's face it, these other companies, they're not in the business of really making you healthy. They're just jumping on to, the fad of natural health and just trying to make a buck, as opposed to let's really make you healthier.
I've been in the health food industry for 42 years. In fact, this month is my 35th beginning of my own company.
Wow.
And I have seen the industry go from an evangelistic, I want to heal you, brother and sister, because I've been healed, and I know the value of supplementation. I know the value of the truth of nutrients and what your body requires, versus today it's let's buy this company because we can make a buck. Everybody's moving into health. Jump on the bandwagon. And so you have a lot of charlatans out there that are here just for the money. You're absolutely right, Jane. It's just about the money. And there's very few companies that are still committed to healing. And those that are family-owned, you can bet that those are still the companies that are true to the principles of healing and naturopathy in the health food industry.
Yeah, we've even found some of the companies that we used to associate with years ago got bought out by, a larger, even some of the pharmaceutical companies now are buying out a lot of the popular natural remedies that companies out there, and they change the quality of it. Again, it comes down to the buck and not the healing.
Absolutely. And once the pharmaceutical companies get it, because I can remember companies like Plus and Rich Life and Radiance, and you may remember some of those companies as well. They were bought by pharmaceuticals, Thompson, and the next thing you know, within a year or three, they're gone. Same thing, enzymatic therapy recently was bought and sold and bought and sold, and so there's you have to really question the ownership of a company and what their fundamental philosophy is and what they're about. Now, you need high potency, because here's the thing why vitamins and minerals are so essential. Your body runs on enzymes and proteins. Well, the proteins, you're going to get from food. The enzymes are constructed from B vitamins. Technically, vitamins are considered, as you well know, we're talking now for your clientele, the listeners, vitamins are technically known as coenzymes. Minerals are catalysts and cofactors. So you need vitamins and minerals, and you need them in meaningful amounts. And the best thing for now that we're in winter, the immune system, vitamin A, your multiple should have a minimum of 10,000, ideally 25,000, and that to me is what people should be getting on a daily basis, is about 25,000 IUs of vitamin A.
Michael, we got to take a quick break, and when we get back, you have very specific multivitamins for different age groups, and I want you to explain to our audience why it is important to take the right combination of nutrients depending on your age and whether you're male or female. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with our super guest, Michael Schwartz from MNP. And welcome back to Holistic Healthline, your direct line to great health. And our super guest, Michael Schwartz, again, who is an author, lecturer, a holistic nutritional consultant, and who also happens to own MNP, formerly known as Michael's Naturopathic Programs, founded in 1984. It means he's been around a long time and knows a lot about his stuff. So, Michael, again, one of the concerns is that people get a little confused as far as, taking multivitamin and, they don't know what to do. So how do you, guide people with that?
Well, first and foremost, you want something that is comprehensive, and you want something that is high potency, and you want to make sure it has your A, C, D, E, and B complex. As far as minerals go, my feelings and approach are that minerals in a multiple one a day are fundamentally a joke. And the reason I call them a joke is because there's not enough minerals in there to do what needs to be done. Remember, minerals are catalysts and cofactors. So what I did when I created the gender vitamins, the men and the women, as well as teens and preteens, is I separated the minerals. I took them out of the multiple because, like, again, they're such low potency, they don't do anybody any good. And minerals should be taken in the evening. If you have leg aches, back aches, Charlie horses, spasms, TMJ, growing pains, you have insomnia, you're a restless sleeper, you toss and turn all night, I guarantee you, if you do a multi-mineral, we call ours essential minerals because they're macro, micro, and trace all together. But so, a lot of customers, a lot of people, your clients as well as health food shoppers, they'll buy calcium and think they're getting everything they need, or CalMag. More sophisticated, they'll get CalMag Zinc. It's not enough. You need chromium, potassium, manganese, molybdenum. These are nutrients that are essential for good health. So when looking for a multiple vitamin, look for vitamins in the morning. That way you'll have your energy all day long, and take it with food. And one of the key ingredients, what I've done with my multiple vitamins, is I doubled up on choline, inositol, niacin, and pantothenic acid, even aside from being gender specific. And the reason I did the gender thing was because, when I came into the industry over 40 years ago, I worked for Nature's Plus. And I'm a company man. I'm loyal to the company. And when I left to become a naturopath, I still took their one-a-day. Well, it made my wife sick. And it was that once I started the company, that's when I decided to make something for her and then something for me. So for me, because of my workload, now, of course, the females today are getting to have the same kind of a workload, so they need higher potencies. So the men, my basic B complex is like 75 milligrams and 150 of pantothenic, choline, inositol, and niacin. With women, it's 60 milligrams of the B complex and 120 of those four nutrients. And the reason for those four nutrients is very specific. Choline and inositol are known as lipotropic nutrients. Lipo meaning fat, tropic meaning burning. So they're going to help with the body metabolizing cholesterol to help try keep it in balance. Niacin I put in as a vasodilator, cold hands, cold feet, ringing ears, all that kind of good stuff. I came to learn later on that niacin is also an emulsifier of cholesterol, so that's fabulous. Pantothenic acid is my second favorite nutrient, and I use it everywhere I possibly can because, and here's the secret, pantothenic acid, along with vitamin C, nourish your adrenal glands, and your adrenal glands are the stress center of your body. So when you're under stress and your adrenal glands begin to become taxed, your blood pressure goes up, your immune system goes down, and your ability to regulate sugar in your blood is out the door. Because one of the roles of the adrenal glands, monitor the sugar. Sugar gets too low. Hey, liver, release some glycogen. Well, the catch-22, most multiple vitamins don't address the adrenals specifically with pantothenic acid. And so because of all the stress people are under during the day, the adrenal gland has laryngitis. Come 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:30, based on the Snickers ad, the liver, your adrenal is supposed to tell your liver release glycogen. The adrenal gland has laryngitis. You need high potency vitamins, specifically pantothenic acid is wonderful. And then, because the bodies are different and our nutritional requirements are different. So when because I have a boy and a girl, and that was my motivation for the preteen and teen. And that's why even though I kept the 4 nutrients doubled in each formula, I did lower the potencies accordingly. And what else I did is I put in herbs into each of the formulas for the reproductive system. Now, I've had parents say, well, why do I want this for my child at such a young age? And the reality is that during my consultation years, I came across so many young women whose systems were totally out of whack, young men as well, totally out of whack, sterile when they shouldn't have been. And so by dressing those herbs, which are not nourishing per se, herbs do not, let me rephrase that, there's not enough nutrients in herbs to work as a one-a-day, as sustenance. To facilitate healing, yes, because herbs are the precursors to all the drugs we have today. So herbs have constituents that will facilitate healing, just like CBDs facilitate healing. They are not the healer. The body is the healer. What does the body need? Fats, carbs, protein, light, air, water, vitamins, minerals, period. Well, and a good attitude, of course. So anyway, that's some of my thinking with multiples. Look for something that's high potency. Otherwise, I did a lecture, and a woman came up to me and said, I'm taking this food-bound vitamin, and it's the greatest thing in the world, and my urine is white. It's crystal clear all the time. I'm not wasting any money on B vitamins, urinating them out. And I tried to tell her that the fact that your urine is clear tells me you have no circulating B vitamins. You don't have an excess. And because you don't have an excess, what you're really doing is setting your body up for difficulty down the pike, because B vitamins are water dispersible. So if you're not having a high amount of B vitamins in your system, then your cells don't have the building material essential for proper construction and facilitation of a healthy body.
And you also have multivitamins that are in chewable form, because a lot of these multis that are out there are like horse pills, and people are trying to choke them down, and they can't get them down, or they just don't, can't swallow a pill anyways. But
Oh, please, Jane, I have a sugar pill. It's for sugar metabolism. I've redone it, but my original pill was like a 2,500 milligram pill, and we got people calling and complaining, I can't swallow this damn horse pill.
Yeah.
So
again, if people want more information, because you have a whole line of various products for the cardiovascular system, for blood pressure, for blood sugar. You also have a detox formula, which is great for this time of year, to get rid of all this garbage that we kind of, we're intaking over the holidays. How can they find out more information?
Well, they can do a couple of things. One, go to my website. Even though I'm told it looks archaic, we have fabulous information, all kinds of great educational information, because I feel that the more you know, the more you grow. So Michael's Health, one word, and I spell it MICHAEL, michaelshealth.com. There's all kinds of good information. You can always call. We have a consumer number. I think it's 845-4700. I think it's something. I don't know the consumer number.
Well,
you can always write to me, Michael at michaelshealth.com. I still do counseling. The kind of counseling I do these days is more mind-body. So as long as you're open to the emotional cause of a condition, we're free to talk.
Well, you're
anyway,
close.
So they can go there.
The number for your, I looked it up, 1-800-845-2730. So
well,
again,
I wasn't too far off, 4,700-2730.
You were close. Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to talk to you again in the near future.
I look forward to it. You all have a fabulous, healthy new year, and to all the clients out there, recommit to yourselves. No one loves you like you do. Anyway, everybody, God bless and be well.
Thank you. Happy New Year. And I'm going to give out that information again. We're going to take a quick break, and you can also always call the Tree of Life Wellness Center, and we'll gladly give out you the information of how to get a hold of MNP, which is Michael's naturopathic programs.